Hey everybody, it's Allison with Fly My Kids, and today I want to talk all about renting baby gear when traveling. When I was planning our first big trip with our son, he was almost 7 months old, and it felt so daunting to me. And I think one of the main reasons that it really scared me was, oh my goodness, what about all of his stuff? You parents out there know what I'm talking about. The smaller the baby, the more stuff they require, from the high chair to pack and plays to strollers and car seats. Oh my goodness, kiddos do not travel light. And that's when renting baby gear can really be a great option and solution for you to lighten your travel load. So let me share a couple of examples of when and how it might make sense to use a baby gear rental company. So let's say you're staying at an Airbnb somewhere for about a week. You know, you're going to be at the pool, the beach. You're spending a lot of time inside looking at the views. Well, you're not at a hotel, so the sleeping option for your baby would be either renting a pack and play or bringing your own. We know that a pack and play does count towards luggage allowance, so maybe it's more cost effective actually if you have a lot of luggage to rent your pack and play there. Another example might be if you're going to a destination where you need a more specific item. So let's say that you're going somewhere and you plan to do a lot of hiking, but you don't really hike at home. So does it really make sense to invest in like a $300 or $400 hiking backpack? Or can you rent a hiking backpack at your destination for like a week? So that might be a couple of examples of when maybe it makes sense to look into a rental. There are a ton of different baby websites. I mean, when we rented gear in Maui, we used Maui Baby Rentals, and you can always Google. When we used it in Singapore, you could Google baby rental sites in Singapore. Another site I've used that covers a ton of domestic cities in the United States as well as abroad is BabyQuip. So I'll walk you through just using BabyQuip as an example of how easy to use the site is. From babyquip.com, you simply go to rent gear. From there, you'll be prompted, you can type in the address of where you're staying, or it could be the airport. So it'd be your hotel location, your Airbnb address, just wherever that location is. You would include your needed rental dates. Again, maybe that's your whole trip, or maybe you only need that item for a couple of days. Again, that could cut down your cost. And you'll need to put in your expected drop-off and pickup timing based on your travel plans. From there, you'll be taken to a page where it'll list all of the BabyQuip members and what offerings and availability they have. So I'll click on this user and show you an example who has nearly 70 items for rent. So, I mean, from beach toys to playpens to bouncers, all of these would be available for pickup and drop off to your location. Truly, the options are endless. You can see that you can sort by different brands if that's helpful to you. I mean, I have just found that any baby item I need is on here and beyond. Now, I know that there's a couple of things that come to mind, at least it did for me when thinking about baby gear rentals, and sort of like, what are baby items, what does it look like for these baby items to be reused over and over again? What's the safety and what is the cleanliness? I'll speak from personal experience and just say that, again, I've probably used 4 to 5 different companies when it comes to baby rentals, and I have never had any issues on cleanliness, always excellent communication. Look at those safety and cleanliness standards listed on their site. BabyQuip, for example, they list their standards around cleaning. They also list that if a car seat has been, if there's a safety recall on any item, if the car seat is expired or has been an accident, then obviously those things are not allowed to be listed on their website. As far as cost, I mean, really it's difficult to nail down. Like, this can range from being really inexpensive to more and more expensive. And a lot of that would depend on your location, how long do you need to rent the items, as well as like what items are you renting. But I can share a little bit from personal experience about when we rented in Maui. We were in an Airbnb for 1 week and we rented a Bob stroller, a high chair. We were doing a lot of eating in. A pack and play, as well as like a jumperoo bouncer for our son. For that entire week duration, it cost $157, and that actually included tipping and like drop off and pickup service fees. So for us, that felt really, really reasonable for that week-long vacation. But I mean, when I first started traveling with kids, I didn't even know this was an option. So I truly hope that this helps you all when you look at your luggage and planning your next trip with your family.